Hi, I'm Daniel, and Kid Cosmic had an amazing final episode that ties to the theme set up brilliantly. It concludes the show in a great note to the epilogue chapter. I will discuss that in my third and yet Yas Kid Cosmic video. If these videos do well, I might make more, but there can't be that much analysis to a 24 episode show. I don't know why I have to clarify this when the video is about the ending, but there's going to be spoilers here. Onto the video. I already went through all this in my previous videos, but first I'll give some backdrop on what was set up. Kid wanted to be a hero as a coping mechanism and became a hero team. However, them having the stones was really a government test. It broke the cliche tropes and the hero idea. Kid felt sad at first, but saw the aliens was trying to get their own stone. He tried to tell the bike from this, but he knew and wanted Earth's supremacy over them. Kid yearned to accept inner peace and return the stone to the aliens. Season 1 ended with all of them going to the diner united, with the great track Party Back at My House. But the story isn't done when there's a villain of Odious. Season 2 changes focus to Joe, but shows Kid keeps with his hero mindset, wanting his own stone and to be involved. The grand hero moment happened when Odious was defeated, and Season 3 involved the local heroes being global heroes. But it was all a fancy world they were sent to. Kid had to accept it wasn't real and return to reality. That whole plot point furthers the theme of hero tropes being rejected. Then, in the penultimate episode, they find a new way to defeat Herodias that feels more real. Normally that would happen in the final episode, but this had a full epilogue. To give you an impression of how long ago the script was written, I wrote that the Owl House ended recently, but it's been 2 months and now it's one video before. Anyway, the Owl House ended kind of recently and I won't spoil it, but it also had an epilogue part that probably would have also been a full episode in a younger season. Also, Papa G sacrificed himself and it faked out he died, but it didn't. I don't know if he should have died or not, but I'm not a fan of how they faked out it happening. With all that said, how they Kid Cosmic conclude. The episode starts with a funeral scene meant to serve tribute to all who was lost. Each member drops their now not working stone into a pit, mourning their pianity loss. Then another government pops in, thanks them for saving the world. They also come with wants to keep it secret instead of missions. The internet is already starting to cover the event up, but they also offer money to rebuild the cafe or other expenses. The episode follows a timescale where the cafe is reopening, and Kid wrote a comic using fake names in a 24-part series. I see what they did there. Is this going to end on a cliche where they write a book of their adventures? No. First there's the grey area, keeping it secret. It is disguised as fiction with different names, but still might not be allowed. Kid tried to send it to 5 publishing companies, but they all rejected it. This makes him in an upset mood, which grows as he sees a PPG member as a health inspector. In reality, the fancy world probably used someone real in that role, but Kid starts thinking they're back in the fancy world again. He thinks Herodias wasn't defeated and need to escape. Kid is angry about how they're all pretending nothing happened. He is asked about wanting to be heroes, but that's not why he's angry. He says he knows the whole universe of aliens who are all people, and they have to pretend they don't know that. What he says here is very profound and important. I'll go to the end later, but yet look at Kid's character. Kid Cosmic is primarily a show about the hero ideal. One of the main criticisms about the show around season 1 was that Kid wasn't likable, and I do see that. He wants to be the centre of attention and be seen as a hero, and doesn't fully think out some of his actions. But this will also respond to his parents' death, with him wanting to follow his comic books. In the end, he got to face Villiers, man had a character arc that I've already explained multiple times. In season 2 he relapsed a bit, and same in season 3. The audience may have been misled to believe that he still wants his hero fantasy, and that's why he wanted the story to be told. However, it was a great choice to end this character arc by his motivations changing. It's not about him. He no longer cares about him being a hero, just doing the right thing. If there is a threat, someone needs to help out and their story is told about the aliens. They shouldn't have to stay separate and living in the middle of nowhere. And that rant is a perfect way to take Kid's arc for an ending, to show him change. His wants went from selfish to selfless in a very right way. After Kid storms out, the rest of them agree with what he said and open a sign for others to be able to find them in the middle of nowhere. They wait outside for a while where only Kid and Papa G left. But then many alien spaceships start to come when Cardiac's returning and Yasmin and other aliens in the grand opening of planet Earth. That is a killer title, kids. The cafe opening, but also the planet. The cynical side of me would think the government might step in, but I would ignore that. Well, they allowed Chuck to stay with them, so maybe it's okay. The part they were told to keep secret is the Earth almost being destroyed, not that aliens exist. I like how this ending returns to the theme of diversity in Season 1. The biker went black was like a colonizer who wanted military superiority over other alien races, which is now far in the past. This theme felt a bit on the side in Season 2, but still showed a different life across the universe. The start of this episode mourned to a yacht, but the end celebrates you still alive. The return of the Party Back at My House song was a great choice to parallel season endings, and it also just sounds great. This episode didn't need to be climactic because Kid Cosmic wasn't a genuine superhero show. It was about the character journey and the people involved, which is why it's such a genius ending. In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed this nicer Kid Cosmic. The existence of this episode as an epilogue made me want to discuss how satisfying it manages to feel. I highly recommend the show, even though I just spoiled most of it. From what I've seen so far, it's probably one of the best animated shows of the 2020s. As for the best, join me next time for that. It's going to be quite a young one, which might make up for how little my uploads have been for the past 2 months. If you enjoyed this video, consider pressing subscribe and watch my other videos like the next one. The end.